אוקיי, זה אמור לפתור את הבעיה. בואו נראה אם זה עזר. טוב, אז אנימציות לא יהיו. Sorry, let's go back to English. Again, so this is the end of Eurovision Song Contest 2025. We have the winner. That winner is Austria. And I'll just go in the background to open the... First, let's make this chat pop. So, everyone who's speaking to me tonight, be polite because... What happened here? Oh my god. Okay. This is not what was supposed to happen now. I prepared on a Friday a new layout with a chat on screen so you can see what you can see yourself on screen. For some reason it decided to not work. So sorry for that. Next year, I guess. Okay, let's put the chat in a place that I see it, at least. Why doesn't it work? Wait a second. No, not here. Come on. I need to see the chat. I know what I'll do. I'll put it all the way there. No, didn't work. So, okay, here it is. This is taking longer than I thought. Okay. So what do we have so far? We have 3 people in the chat, I think, or... Okay, Luminix is asking about my opinion about Austria winning. Like I mentioned in many of my videos, I had multiple favorites this year. Austria was one of my top 10, but not one of my top 5. So I'm not sad they won, but I think there were a few others that were more worthy. Wait a second, I'll just put the list in front of me so I can see the results while we talk about them. Where's the results? Looking for the official results. We have a story about the winner. Where are the points? Where are the points? Why can't I see the points? Wait a second, I'll go to an unofficial website. In the meantime, we have a few messages in the chat. My brother says Austria was okay, not a bad song. Graham Nakledra says, no, please, the Swedes didn't do well, but honestly, Switzerland with 0 public votes. I thought the same thing. I thought they were going to win. 0 points from the audience, like something was fishy there. What an absolute disgrace. I was totally shocked. I didn't rate Austria. Ida Est, back again. Hello. Says, oh my God, Switzerland didn't deserve 0 points from the public. I agree. Graham says, delighted that Estonia got 3rd. Tommy must be delighted with the public vote. I'm not happy about it. I think this song is not worthy of top 10, not even top 20, not even qualifying for the final. I'm trying. Wait a second. I have to zoom in. How do I zoom into the chat? No, doesn't work. Okay. Oh. Wait a second. Ah, shit. I think the chat has crashed. I hope I don't crash. Wait a second. I'll open the other window. Sorry. Everything is going wrong tonight. Do you see me? I think my whole computer has crashed. Am I still live? Hello? Anyone? Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, thank you, Alexander Uloa. Uyoa, probably, right? Uyoa. Okay, I can't do anything except... Oh, okay. Here, I have my computer back. Now I can check what you said in the chat in the meantime, or not. Every time I try to scroll the chat, it just gets stuck. Leave it as it is. I'll go to the other window. Okay, now I have the other window at least. Wait a second, I'll go to the chat so I can see what you're saying. Sorry for all those errors. I didn't expect so much. Wow, a lot of people here. Just wait a minute and I'll be able to see your messages and reply to them. Let's try to close the chat here because it doesn't work. Oh my god. My computer is crashing badly. Come on. Come on, it's been 15 minutes and I still haven't started. Let's try again. Create. Come on. Yeah, Graham, I agree about the UK 0 points once again. I knew it would happen, but it's so frustrating. What? Oh my god. Did my live crash again? Did my live crash again? Let's see. Create. Go live. Where's the live window? I shouldn't have gone with low latency. I say it's not working well at all. Okay, now I see the chat. It's a bit far from me, but I can look at it. And let's see what you have wrote here in the meantime. The most shocking results in last 50 years, says Dale Sidam. I'm guessing Lithuania? Are you Lithuanian? I'm trying to place the name by the letters it uses. Maybe 0 points from Switzerland, but not much more. Says my brother about the surprises this evening. Estonia had an excellent song, says my friend from Facebook, Mrs. Greenberg. Estonia was so bad, says Alexandro. You're right. The Israel and Ukraine thing going way too dar. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the points we get for from people who just vote by politics. Yeah, that's right. Or don't get. Yeah, I'm not going to read your political commentary. Talai. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Graham says, but the public disagreed with you about Estonia. Yeah, I know. Oh, she meant Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine had a very cute song musically. Why Poland so low, says Trolololo. Trolololo. Why is great question. I think it's because there were just so many good songs. It was no one could decide who to vote for it. That's obvious to me. I hope that's what everyone felt. Greenberg says the Ukrainians and Georgia brought it with the most progressive musical songs today in the world. That's not true. But they were both very good songs. Where was I? The EU doesn't forget it. What? Oh, Brexit. Yeah. This just sucks. I mean, this was one of the best songs of the year and the decade. I love musicals. It was absolutely amazing. It deserved a lot more points than it got. Shouldn't it be about song, not politics? Exactly. That's what I think. Good night, said my points. Oh, are you going to sleep, Graham? Good night. Thank you for watching. Garudititi is very happy about why did Alexandro delete his comment? I don't know. Spain doesn't stand a chance. They should withdraw together with UK. So we'll see how Eurovision will handle that. And I meant that Ukraine and Israel politic thing is going too far. Yeah, I know. About Spain, Spain usually does much better. I mean, 2 or 3 years ago with Chanel, you got to the second place, or third. But this year, I think the big error was switching the versions, because the original version of Melody's song was absolutely fantastic. The new one was anemic, just something you play in a nightclub when everyone is already too drunk to realize you're playing songs that no one knows. Okay. Let's go over the results, okay? So I'll bring the results up on my screen, and then we can talk about them. Let's see. Where are the points? The official Eurovision site still doesn't have the official points. Let's go Eurovision. Okay. And then we'll have some here. Eurovision World does have the scoreboard. Where's the final? Okay, so Austria won with a very respectable margin, 436 points overall, most of them from the jury. It's very typical for an opera song to get more points from jury than the audience. That's not a surprise. I actually was a bit surprised that it got so many points from the audience, because all of the other songs that we thought were going to do well and didn't do well with the audience. So I'm happy for them. Less so for myself, because now I owe my colleague who was here about half an hour ago a meal in one of our favorite restaurants. Alexander says they wouldn't stand a chance either. Anapl07 says this content is not worth watching. It's not that it's not worth watching. I discovered it's worth watching. It's not worth spending your money on voting because I think the vote is, not fair. The points songs are given are not the things people really like because it doesn't make sense. I mean, everyone loved the sauna song and they got 90 points? Well, we'll get to that in 126 from the audience. John says, congratulations from Greece to Austria. Great voice and performance. John, don't do it. Greece deserved this win 100 times more. Not 100, but 3 times more, at least. The Greek song was phenomenal. My brother says 6th place for Greece was nice. Someone who I cannot pronounce the name says proud of Estonia. Just 2 more points. Sad coffee. 2 more points for what? They wouldn't have won. They would just be second. They're still in the top 3. So let's get to it. Austria won. I said my bet was they were going to get a lot of points from the juries, not a lot of points from the audience. Is that what you care for, Jules Cloyd or whatever your name is, to beat Israel? That's not the important part. Israel got 297 points from the audience, only 60 points from the jury. This is one sign that the competition is not fair because the jury obviously was directed not to give a lot of points to Israel to avoid winning. I mean, right now we're still at war, so if we won, it would have been a problem. We can't host Eurovision while we're still at war, but it would have been nice for our pride and nothing more. Estonia got 356 points, 1 point less than Israel. A very similar, almost as much as us from the public jury. Sorry, from the public, and a bit more than us from the jury. Sweden was the surprise of the evening for most people. I knew such a song couldn't win. I mean, I won't say the word because I got a lot of slack for that, but it's not a big, high quality song. It's just something you put in. It's something good to play on radio while people are working because it requires zero attention. You just tap your foot to the rhythm and that's it. It's not a song to vote for. But still, on almost 200 points from the public, 126 from the juries. I thought it deserved less, but I know it was very loved. Italy was a surprise. I expected them to be in the top 3. They got 256 points, only 97 from the public and 159 from the juries. I expected much more on both counts. Italy's song is just absolutely perfect musically. His performance tonight was not as good as in the semi-final, but still, Lucio Corsi is an amazing poet and writer and singer. I loved his song. Why did the chat stop updating? Is there no one in the chat or what's going on? Somebody say something. Oh, okay. Maria Amarilis says, we are so proud for Claudia. Oh, Claudia? How is it pronounced? Maria. Greetings to everybody. Yeah, I was, if I wanted to spend €1 on each vote, I would have voted for Greece. Okay, Maria Marili says V, so Claudia. Oh, that's the next song. Claudia, sorry, got 231 points. I expected her to win. 126 from the, that's the public. 105 from the jury. I expected more on both counts, especially the jury. This is a disgrace. Greece should have been in the top 5 at least. France was also a favorite to win. Got only 50 points from the public, which was very, very odd. Is there someone in the chat who didn't like France's song? Jessica says, don't like this Eurovision, good for Austria. Austria is amazing, but is crazy the televoto. Yeah, completely right. Fab says, did laugh about our own entry for a bit. What's your... Oh, Dutch here. First, since years I didn't quite watch them. Also, I'm defaulting to making fun of them, of them all. That doesn't seem quite fair. Okay, you have the right to do whatever you want. Big fan of your country or Eurovision. Okay, next country. I'm still waiting for you people to tell me if anyone here doesn't like France and can explain why. Because I don't know a single thing that would have prevented it from being in the top 3. Nicole says, it's just crazy that Switzerland got 0 points. Absolutely true. France was amazing, she says. I agree. I totally agree. The symbolism. I'm going to make a video next week about the symbolism in the songs. It's not about symbolism. I have a video planned about hidden messages. I mean, not all of them are hidden, but some of them are, like Norway. France is just okay, says in cup. My brother says France was so, wouldn't put it in the top 5. Fab says, green, it's fine. I did a bit of very hard words. Nearly impossible to get what I meant there. I do apologize. No apologies here. It's all fine. Camila says, Sierpinska, right? Says Poland only 17 points from jury and 139 from public. I mean, 139 from public isn't that bad. 17 from the jury is very odd because she did great. Not my favorite song because she comes back to the same note a lot of times. I would have preferred something more dynamic, but she is a very good singer and performer. She's very charismatic. Okay, so nobody could explain to me why France was so low. Albania, Zierm. I was attacked for saying it's boring for most Eurovision fans. I'm so happy for once in a lifetime for being wrong. Albania being 8th, I think, is not their highest result. I think they came 6th one time with... I don't remember which one it was, but I think there were six ones. Why France? Well, what, Fab? Please explain. I'm waiting. What was I saying? So Albania, very good song. Musically, very original, interesting. Dmitry Semenov. Sorry, I don't read Russian that well. Says France very well. Yeah, I think so too. So Albania, I was very, very happy to get that absolutely wrong. Albania in the top 10 is not a common occurrence. I'm very proud of. I mean, I'm not Albanian, but I'm very proud of of Škodra Elektronike, even though their name is Czech. Just joking. Leave me alone. Škodra. It's very... Škoda is the technically correct name for the Czech car manufacturer. It's not Skoda. Dimitri adds, crying when France sing. Yeah, you and me both. It was very, very, very emotional. What do you think about Spain? I said it... I'll get to Spain when in the order of the ranking, so it will come. But I already said, and I'll say it again in a bit. So just wait a few minutes in the stream, and you'll hear about it. I'll continue for now with Ukraine. Lovely beaches. Oh, you mean the country, not the song? Fab is making jokes. Oh my god. Maria Amarilis says, I agree with you about my country, Greece. Should be higher, but that's how it is in Eurovision, yeah. Either way, we love Claudia. Me too now. I became a fan. Thank you for the support and your words. You're very welcome. Someone has to be blind or deaf not to realize how amazing Claudia is. Okay, after Albania, Ukraine, 9th. Bird of Praise, Zifferblatt, he got 218 points, most of them from the public. It's very typical, but the jury, I was surprised the jury didn't give this more. I mean, it's not the best song of the evening, in my opinion, but 60 points for such a musically different, original entry. It deserved more in my opinion, but top 10, it's not bad. Switzerland, 0 points from the audience. An absolute disgrace. Something was fishy here. This doesn't make any sense. But 214 points from the juries, which is very high. And totally deserved. That song made me cry as well. Fab is preparing another joke, right? I sense... another punchline coming. Probably directed at me. Finland, only 11th. I'm so happy about that. Oh, okay. Thank you for not continuing to mock me. Okay. I cannot pronounce the name of the person who sent the next message because I don't read Greek at all. But he or she says, was so unfair for Greece. Juries are deaf. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Hold on, still thinking. Okay, Fab, I'll wait for further jokes. Finland, Ich komme. I'm so glad it didn't get to the top 10. I think it should have been disqualified. It's too sexualized. Musically, it's a good entry. The performance, and it's so... It doesn't make sense because the Swiss hosts kept referring to the fact that Eurovision is family friendly. Erika Wickman's performance was anything but family friendly. It was the most erotic Eurovision performance I've ever seen. They needed to change the performance for Eurovision. It's not, you don't go with such a thing to Eurovision. Dmitry says Schnich or something. I have to go to the Google Translate to understand that. Where's that translation? Translation is seam. I have no idea what you mean, Dmitry. Panos Tsanostinos, funny name, says Greece King. Yeah, I agree. Spain is very ordinary, says Dmitry. The final version is. The first version was very, very, very good. Fab says, so that very much pinpoints it either east or no, mostly east. I didn't understand that. East or mostly East? Jokes are not important, so Eastern Europe. What do you mean, that only Eastern European countries can win? Austria isn't in Eastern Europe. Dimitri says Ukraine is too difficult song, but quite good. Yeah, that's exactly what I said about it in my reaction. It's a very heavy song the first time you listen to it. You have to listen to it multiple times to start getting used to this very unusual composition, but it is good musically. Okay, next. Netherlands, 12th. I think it's a pretty good spot for that song. Claudia's a good singer. He got only 42 from the televote, 133 from the jury. I think he should have got a little less from the jury and a little more from the audience. Latvia, I loved that song. Only 42 points from the... I mean, I guessed the reason they qualified to the final was the juries and not the televote. Oh, wait a second. No, there is no jury in the semifinal now. So how do they qualify with only 42 points from the public? Strange. Poland, 139 points from the audience, only 17 from the jury. Like I said before, she deserved way more from the jury. From the public, it makes sense. Germany doesn't make sense at all. 74 points from the televote and 77 from the jury. They didn't deserve either. They deserved 0 points. This was the worst performance of the year in every single possible way. It's an annoying song. Musically, it's no good. The singer is crap. And her brother is probably the second ugliest guy I've ever seen. Let's read another few messages. So shocked and sad for Zisal. Oh, yeah, I'm getting to that in a bit. I totally agree. She should have been in the top 10. What happened? Don't know. Finland should be higher, says Dmitry. No, I don't think so. Oh God, no. About what? Yes, great argument. Shitty song, mind you, so I do agree. Thank you, Fab. We were after Germany. Lithuania had a pretty good performance tonight. He sounded smooth in the quieter parts, and then grittier in the parts that should express the what I in my initial reaction defined as torture, because this song is about a torture from a breakup. It passed on the message very well. I'm still surprised it qualified for the final because it was in the better semi-final. So I don't know how they qualified, but they got not a lot of points. 62 from the audience, 34 from the juries, but still 16th, which is not bad. Malta, which was I think one of the 5 favorites, right? Only 17th with 91 points, only 8 from the public, which I'm very, very happy about. They tried to abuse the BBC, forcing them to take the word cunt off. Sorry, YouTube. That's not the curse in English. That's the word sing. Supposedly, the word sing in Maltese, but it was very obvious they meant the other words in the original song, and they tried to abuse being forced to take that word off the song to make, oh, diva not down, we won't shut up. It was a stupid war, and I'm so glad they lost. She did have a very good performance tonight, so 83 points from the jury has a reason. Norway, Kyle Alessandro had a pretty good performance, not his best, but pretty good. Only 22 points from the jury, which is strange. 67 points from the public, also not enough. I think he deserved more. Wait a second, let's read a few messages. לדעתי כל הנורדיות דאגו לא להיבחר בשל משבר האנרגיה של המלחמה באוקראינה. מצחיק שאת אומרת את זה. תקשיבי שוב למילים של השיר של נורווגיה, ותצפי בהופעה ותגידי לי מה את חושבת שהמסר של השיר הזה, כי הוא לא מה שכתוב בוויקיפדיה. ולא מה שהזמר אמר ברעיונות. Dmitry says, sound of Albanian song in Russian. Okay. Miguel says, Spain, I can't believe that result. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The result the jury vote Yak. I think actually tonight was the first time since they started revealing the public separately that I think the public vote was stranger than the jury vote. Usually I think the jury is corrupt. Tonight it was very obviously the televote as well. Congrats to the participants, but I'm still in love with Ziam, says Korovoda online. Fab says I did more shit words. It's fine. Dimitri says Latvia is best of the best. Not best of the best, but it's a very, very good song. And did I speak about it yet? Yeah. I have to mention again, I was very surprised that an authentic folk song qualified for the final, and they got a pretty good rank for a song of this genre, even though they do deserve higher. But in Eurovision, it's surprising that they did that well. Oh, that did seem like great arguments. Dimitri says, in Israel. And Israel what? Little Stir Lee. Litzler Lee. Personally, I ranked Ukraine. Also, the singer looks a bit like Jared Leto. Okay, that's a picture I won't be able to unsee now. A Lithuania singer. Thank you for that. Who wrote that? Litzlily. My brother says, yeah, but I come was not a name they should have interfered with. Oh, yeah, I see your point because of Malta. Yeah, ich komme is also a very naughty word, but it does have another meaning. So they could, I think the excuse is that it was about Russia coming to take Finland after they finish with Ukraine if the West doesn't stop them. I didn't quite realize the lag. What lag? Is there a lag? Wait. Glenn Max Ted says, and it's just like that. JJ won Eurovision, another win for the LGBT community. Nicholas, from the last stream, hello. So upset with the results. Once again, a song wins when it's number 4 in the televote, but number 1 in the jury. Exactly the same as Nemo last year. Need to lessen jury points. Good point there. The jury shouldn't be the jury shouldn't be 50% because it's corrupt, not because they make good songs win. Malta is not conservative, says Dimitri. Fab says songs, yeah, should probably do a bit more about the participating songs. I am talking about the participating songs. Sophia G says, I still believe Greece should be higher. Me too. Aside of that, at least not a cringe song won. Yeah, that's very true. It is so weird that Israel got the second place. I wonder what will happen next year, though. My friend says, I like the Latvian singing. Very reminiscent of Bulgarian singing. Not exactly. Bulgarian is more... yeah. I don't know enough words in music, in professional music linguistics to explain the difference, but it's not exactly the same sound, but it's adjacent. Fab says it is fine. Olsi Delvishi says, how the hell you get 0 points. Who is you? Switzerland? Yeah, good point. Good question. Graham says Greece will always do better than they are due to Cyprus votes. Correct. Nicholas R. Replies to Sophia G. Yes, Greece was so beautiful. Jury should have given them so many more points. Exactly. Vocals were amazing. Dimitri says finally Israel should have more scores. It's my country, so I'm biased. I won't reply. Nicolas says 100% Yuval's vocals were beautiful. I agree about that. If jury was not biased, then Israel would have won, but it is what it is. Again, I'm biased, so you're probably right, but yeah, not for me to say. Anayef says, I agree that the jury gets too much say. Maybe we could even do without them. They are supposed to be neutral and ensure quality, but they voted for songs like Balil. Yeah, exactly that, Balil. I saw several countries that gave Germany either 8 or 10 or 12 points. How the hell does a professional musician in a jury give the worst performance of the year that amount of points? Doesn't make sense. Okay, let's move on with the songs. We were speaking about Norway, right? About Kyle Alessandro, who had a good performance, not his best. He did deserve more points. Nicolas says, I don't know, guys, personally, Balil was my number 2. Nicolas, explain how. What do you find in this song that is appealing to you? I completely fail to see it or hear it. Anayef says it's just an awful song with poor vocals. Agree. Nicolas says, yeah, but the vocals improved so much from semifinal 2. Yeah, but they still sucked. She was still the worst singer of the night. Olsi Delvishi says England and Swiss with 0 points. I mean, yes, that's crazy, man. It's just not normal. The way... Wait a second. I'm trying to move the screen so the chat is closer to my viewpoint. He says, by the way, I'm Albanian, and this makes nonsense, man. What, your position or everyone else's? Nicolas says, I just love the techno song. It's definitely my vibes. Okay. Literally says, literally shocked by Germany. Did we randomly blindly pick one song? The most amazing thing for me was in your national selection, I saw Nico Santos having a huge smile on his face when she performed her reprise after winning. How does Nico Santos, one of the best singers in the world, smile for such a crap song to be chosen? Sophia G says, neither the jury nor the public are neutral. That is what makes this contest so tricky. Correct about that. Most of the times, the winner song has a unanimous acceptance. Not exactly, no. I don't agree about that. You are more than welcome to go and look at the point division in the previous years. Baller, guys. Yeah. Continue ballering. Anayef says, I can't believe Switzerland got 0 points. Again, agree. I voted for them. So was it just me and her mum? Or what? Everyone seemed to like it. Yeah, it was an amazing performance. Again, I think the points you see being given are not exactly what people actually vote for. Somebody else decides where the points go. Okay, moving on. United Kingdom, 0 points from the audience. Again, it makes no sense because I saw a lot of people in my comment section, in my reply to Remember Monday. Remember Monday, if you're watching this, I love the 3 of you. You're amazing. You didn't deserve the 0 points, and it's not personal. Just remember, it's not just your country. is suffering from deep corruption in the European Union. Don't take it to heart. You're stars. You're stars. Internationally acclaimed now. Everyone knows that. Something with the stream is off. Tell me if you're having a hard time seeing me, because my computer says that it's having a hard time holding the stream up. I see myself. Where was I? Olsi says, not, I'm speaking about the 0 points for Swiss and England. Don't check this. But anyway, is a real strange thing. Yeah, indeed. My brother says her problem is 50% of her song was only the word voyage. No, you're mixing that with the French song, the French singer from what was it, 4 years ago? Voyage, voyage, voyage. Bertie B says, weirdly, I saw my countrymen voted like me. They seemed to like the same songs I did for once. Erika was the only one I didn't agree with. I'm sensible, by the way. I'm Swedish, by the way. Okay. Paula says Spain deserved to have at least 100 points on juries. That's probably true. Yeah, she's a very, very good singer. Litzl, I can't read your name. It's too Litzlali says, I just checked the other songs from Ukraine band Zifferblatt. I didn't know them before tonight. The harmony chord progression are more interesting than most of the other songs tonight. Yeah, that's their style. Sophia says, I agree with you. I just remembered the Fuego Goddess that did not win. Litz Lily says, by the way, the performance Unexplainable by Nemo was nice. No, that was an embarrassing moment. I thought it wasn't good. I mean, vocally, he's always good, but the atmosphere of that song was not for me. My brother says, I wish the French lady 3 years ago was way less boring. Actually, yeah, I disagree about that. Let's go on. Armenia, I can't believe they got any points because they didn't deserve any. But they did get pretty low points, 30 from the televote and 42 from the jury. I think, again, he's a very handsome guy, not a singer. Portugal, very surprising that they did get this far, but too bad they didn't get a little higher up. His performance was one of the best vocal performances of the night. He was way more accurate with his tones than most other singers tonight. But absolutely no one was perfect. There was no perfect performance tonight. The closest to perfect was, again, I'll talk about it later. Portugal, so I spoke about that. Luxembourg, too bad, only 22nd. I think they deserved way more than 24 from the televote and 23 from the jury. Denmark was one of my favorites to win. How are they 23rd with only 2 points from the audience and 45 from the jury? Zisal is an amazing performer. Spain, also, I got asked in the chat several times. She's an amazing performer. Her original performance in Spain was absolutely magnificent. The new version was dull. The playback was just a generic dance song you play. A DJ plays in a nightclub in 2 a.m. when everyone is too drunk to remember anything, just dancing and doing nothing else. They completely ruined the song because it is a very good song. And melody is amazing. Iceland, number 25th. Yeah, I didn't care about this song, but 0 points from the jury is a bit rough. San Marino, I was very surprised they even qualified, and they're the last with 9 points from the jury and 18 from the televote. So these are the results. Now let's speak about some other things. I'll read some messages first. let's see, where was I? My brother says Armenia qualified. How? Yeah, that's exactly my point. Anna F says, anyone else disappointed with the show in general? Like last year, the interval acts of the semifinals were more interesting than in the final. Very good point, Anna. I totally agree. And the funny thing is, they were aware of that and they played some of the interval acts from the semifinals during the ad breaks in the final when you were watching ads on your channel. I saw the YouTube version, so no ad breaks. So I saw they played several segments from the interval acts from Made in Switzerland, and something else. The only interval act I did like part of the 4 past Swiss representatives recanting their songs. I mean, I only knew 2 of them. The latest 2, the 2 from the last decade, Luca Heni and John Steers. Luca Heni is a pretty good singer, but all 3 first singers in that performance, in the Swiss comeback interval act, chose playbacks. They didn't really sing; it was just lip syncing. The only past Swiss representative who really sang in that act was John Steers, John Muharemai, I think his name is, which proves once again why I love him so much. John should have won Eurovision 2021 hands down. Like nobody else came close. The fact he was the highest scoring in the jury and was taken down 2 places by the televote was the biggest injustice in Eurovision history. Anna continues, not only no Celine Dion, but also no message from her. Only the one in the semifinals. Yeah, that was strange that they chose to play that in the semi and not in the final. I also thought Conchita was going to perform, but nope. I don't like Conchita very much. He is an amazing singer, but his style is not the best. Barel just joined the stream. Why is he awake at such an hour? Orsi Dervishi says the other strange thing for me was France gives to Albania 12 points and Albania gives the same points to France. Yeah, I told you, it's all corrupt. Countries are negotiating points. It's very, very obvious. By the way, I'm Albanian and I find this really strange. Anna says weird because so many more viewers watch the finals. Exactly. Dmitry says Nemo was dressed very strange. He is always dressed very strange. I said he. Goodbye, LGBT people. I know you hate me now. But I'm LGBT myself. Nemo is strange, period. Yeah, says Graham. One light is out. Yeah, only one so far. And we're past an hour already. חן says, ואתה אמרת שיר לו משהו, בקשר לאיזה מהם? I love Nemo by the way, says Dimitri. חן says, תתבייש, זה ולתרגם שרשמתי בשידור. But what are you talking about? Which song are you talking about, חן? What about? אני אמרתי על מה? Wait, I'm waiting for Chen to... Yeah, Chen says, I said it's not a good song about something. Shame on you. You garbage. Translate what I said. Sophia says, the only way I could do... בתגובה מתי שיצא שיר... אבל על איזה שיר, חן? על איזה שיר? The only way I could think... to break the clinic. חן, תכתוב או תכתבי בבקשה על איזה שיר מדובר. אני הגבתי ל-38 שירים השנה. על ישראל. אני לא אמרתי שהוא לא משהו, אמרתי שהוא מאוד מאוד יפה, לא לאירוויזיון. אוקיי. חן is talking about the Israeli song. When in my initial reaction, about Israel, I said it's a very beautiful song for radio, not for Eurovision. I still think it's too pure for Eurovision, but I'm very proud that it got so high as it did. The only way, says Sophia G, I could think of to break the cliques would be if countries started making group songs. What do you mean group songs? Imagine a song to be assigned by two random countries to make. Ooh. That would be strange. Chen says, shame on you again. That's an interesting idea, Sophia, but it won't work since anyway, half of the songs are written by Swedes now. Also, the Rishi says, I found this televote really weird. Maybe it's just my opinion. Yeah, you're not the only one. I think it's the most strange televote I've ever seen in Eurovision. We're past an hour, I think, and my lights will probably not hold on for much longer. So, any last messages? But I did translate it. I translated it 5 times. Chen is very angry with me. Just so you know, Chen is very angry with me for my reaction about Israel. Thank you, Chen, I know. But like I said, I have a way higher standard for my country than anyone else. You're terrible, she says. Okay, whatever. I'm with you, the best from Albania, man. Thank you, Olsi. How do you say thank you in Albanian? I don't remember. Anna says, haha, it's the fever dream, Sophia, but I like the idea of two countries being forced to make a song together, like group projects in high school. Oh my God, I don't miss those. תודה רבה בעברית על מה? Interesting discussion. Thank you. Have a good night. Oh, Maria, good night. How do you say good night in your language in Greek? We say faliminderit. Oh, I knew I heard the word for thank you. Faliminderit. Faliminderit. אני לא מתרגש, אני פשוט כאילו רציתי לנהל שיחה מובנת, כי לא הבנתי על מה היא מדברת. מריה says, קליניסטה. פשוט נורא. אוקיי, חן, אני יודע, את שונאת אותי, בסדר, אפשר להירגע. לא קרה כלום. Nicola says, so happy with Greece's result, and they deserve the top 3, no lie. Asteromata masterpiece, completely true. Man, you say that's so correct. Thank you. I know my R is not the right R. מקום שני הפרסום. אני לא עצוב שזה שהגענו מקום שני, חן, תרגי כבר. אוי. Where was I? Oh, Olsi. I know for sure my R is not the correct R for Albanian, because your R is like with a tongue here, and I cannot do that. תתרגם לכולם. Yeah, she says it cannot be translated second place on your face. Like it means in your face, Yeah. Like when someone doesn't want something to happen but it still happens. That's what we say. My brother says לא הגיע לנו מקום שני. We didn't deserve second spot. I'm not getting into that. We deserved a high place. I don't know first, second, I don't care. I mainly cared about Greece. גם ככה הצפי היה בקשים לגבינו, אבל הטבע שואף לאיזון, וכמה אנשים פשוטים שבחרו בנו. My friend from Facebook says, the outpost, not outpost, the forecast was very low for Israel this year, but the nature desires balance, and so do simple people who voted for us. Nicolas says there are definitely not many streaming hits this year. I think differently. I loved at least half of the songs this year. I don't see many songs hitting the charts compared to 2001 to 2024. Maybe Bala. No, Nicolas, stop. I hate it. If I hear I listen to Swiss radio a lot. If I hear the song Baller on any Swiss station like Radio Pilatus, I'm not listening to them ever again. Dmitry is back. Anyway, it is not so nervous to watch Eurovision when your country is not participated. I could see best songs, so I assume you're either Russian or Belarusian, right? Orsi says many people from Israel in Albania, they speak very correct Albanian language. They probably learned a lot. I know one person who speaks Albanian. I don't think I've met him personally, but I know him on Facebook. True, Nicolas. Which part? Ich baller, ha 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 ha. No. Du kannst nicht baller. It's ugly. Das ist ein unglaublich Lied. Sorry, I'm doing the next Uri Geller now. Not that part. Yeah, I know. My brother is explaining to Nicolas. He didn't mean to agree about it. Ich baller. Baller is a terrible song. Okay. Nicolas, were you drunk the first time you listened to Baller? I'm just thinking out loud. I literally sang Ich baller at a karaoke party earlier that day. Were you drunk in the karaoke party? Balalaika. No, don't do that. My favorite song is called Balalaika. שייזה בגרמנית אתה. תרגישי חופשייה לקלל אותי, אבל כאילו, זה לא יעזור לך. כאילו, כבר הגענו מקום שני. מה את רוצה? Nicolas says, I'm not going to lie, I was drunk during the grand final, but I loved it. Okay, my Japanese music loving friend, you just lost like 5 points in my ranking of you as a person for saying that. She said Baller is a good song, the singer is the problem. Nicolas, you're a karaoke legend, says my brother. Grok Blalaika men Visha Laika men Visha Laika. What does that mean? עוד רק ביידיש. אני אתגבר, תודה. Du redest sehr gute Deutschmann. Yeah, both my parents are German speaking. Too bad I can't make a sentence on my own without reading it from a screen. Nicolas says, thank you. I don't even speak German, but I tried my best during the karaoke. He means my brother who said he's a karaoke legend. Okay, people, any interesting discussion to be had left, or should we wrap it up? I'll wait for people to. By the way, I'm so sorry you couldn't see the chat on screen, because the plan was the chat should have been presented here in an animated window, and for some reason my streaming software gave me the wrong design tonight. Nicolas says, shocking the Italian results. Yeah, I thought they were going to win. That was my bet. Jury carried them so hard. לא יאמן, says חן. אבל חן, אני באמת אהבתי את השיר, רק לא חשבתי. חן, מה לא יאמן בזה שאני חושב ששיר יכול להיות כל כך טהור שהוא לא צריך להיות בתחרות? חן is very, very, very angry about my reaction to Israel. Obviously. Okay, I understand, says Olsi. I wish you the best, man. Respect from Albania. And I'll say thank you and good night. What was it? Faleminderit. And how do you say good night? Faleminderit. I need to put that down somewhere so I can practice it later. תנוח. תנוחי את, קיבלת את התוצאה שרצית פחות או יותר. Sophia says, your discussion with Chen is like the comedy relief part in a movie. We don't understand a thing. It's very good that you don't understand because it's not a discussion. It's just she keeps insulting me for my Facebook friend says, Chen, you should come here often. You're funny. She says, shame on you again. Okay, Chen, unless you have something interesting to say, I'm not reading your comments because you're just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. Anyone else wants to say something constructive? Oh, good night in Albanian is Natnemire. Right? Natnemire. Skipper, it's a useless debate. Or as Shaike Ophir would say, dialogue. Yeah, there's an Israeli joke. Dialogue, it is exactly like a monologue, except in the case of a monologue, it is one person talking to himself. Dialogue, two person talking to themselves. Nicholas says Ireland's highest points were given to Israel. What? No. Really? Did Ireland give Israel 12 points? Very happy about that and proud of my country. I'm from Greece, says hello from Greece. Hello, you too. Are you happy about 6th place? Because I'm not. And I'm not from Greece. Orsi says bravo. Okay, so I guess I pronounced it pretty close to right. The stream is faltering. It's starting to get messy. Nicola says, I'm from Greece, are the majority. We are the majority. Yeah, people from Greece loved my reaction, so they are my main audience right now, apparently. Just like last year, most of my audience was from Serbia. This year is from Greece. Every year, the song I love the most gets me the most audience. Sophia says, indeed, me too, I'm from Greece. מלך הארץ says, תחסום אותה, היא משתוללת. אין לי כוח לחסום אותה, באמת, שתשתולל, לא אכפת לי. Nicholas says, we gave 17 points to Israel. The next highest was Austria, which we gave 16th. It's time to block the arseat. Laila Tov says, Olsi, thank you very much. Kalimenderit or something? Sorry, I forgot. I'll scroll up later to check. Cyprus is good, says I'm from Greece. No, I think their song was underwhelming. There's a very good reason it didn't qualify. Kalinita says, Sofia Kalinita. And thank you for watching. Austria Koshmaras. What does that mean? I have no idea. This looks like Czech. Is that Czech? It's some Central Eastern European country, I think. Language. Okay. I really want to wrap this up because I do have work tomorrow, and for you, Sunday is not a work day, so most of you can sleep in late, but I can't. I have work tomorrow. So anyone else wants to say something? Austria champion says, I'm from Greece. Yeah, that's how it ended playing out. Laila Tov says, Melech Haaretz. Nicolas says, semi-final tour results came out. Australia was 10 points away from qualifying at 11th place. I don't know why, because it's also a song I would have... Fali Menderit. Okay, Fali Menderit. I forget it. It's a beautiful song, says I'm from Greece. You mean Austria. It is a beautiful song, but a winner? I wouldn't think so. Armenia Opinion says I'm from Greece. I think I already said the song is very catchy. It's very exciting. The singer is a problem. He is not a singer. He's a very handsome man, but he sings like crap. Anything else, or should we wrap up this very, very long stream? According to OBS, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 21 minutes now. Israeli asks, you can rewind to the beginning of the stream when I talked about it. Bye, Yair, have a good day. Kalinita, Nicolas. Israel. I said Israel. Yuval did very good. It wasn't the best performance. It was actually it was. Oh, in the jury stream, she did better. That's what I heard. But she was second light out. Okay, so time to start wrapping up. Thank you all, Kalinita and Felimenderi. I think Felimenderit. Israel Babylon. I have no idea what you mean. Okay, thank you all for being here to participate in this live reaction stream that wasn't as perfect as I thought it would be. Good night, Litzleli. Are you from Germany or Switzerland? Hey, Kalinixta. Oh, Kalinixta. Litzleli, I'm just waiting to hear what country you're from because you're one of the only people who didn't mention that. I'm Chinese living in Germany. I guessed the German part. Yeah, so gute Nacht. Dankeschön, dass Sie hier war. Und ja, ich hoffe... Oh, next Jahr in Österreich. Jawohl, jawohl. Yeah, I hope to see you all then. My videos for this season aren't over, by the way. I will have at least one other video about secret messages in the songs. Jawohl, gute Nacht, Litzlali. And maybe just one other song, one other video about the reacting to replies. I forgot to do that, so I will also do that once I finish. I had like 10,000 replies this year, so it takes me time to comb through them to pick the best one to reply to on a video. But I will do that in the next couple weeks, I hope. So thank you all. See you soon. It was an amazing season. Wow, almost 1,000 views for the stream. That's a record for me. And yeah, good night, everyone. Let's do the effect and then sign out. Are you ready? Europe, stop voting now. Good night.